I'm curious how you would speak into the situation where someone just feels like they're stuck, where they know that unforgiveness is wrong, or the anger that they're holding on to is wrong. They want to let it go, but they just don't feel able to do that. Where would you point them as a next step?
Well, I think first and foremost, I'd have a long conversation with them. I think this is one of the conversations I've had more than maybe any as a pastor, is people are dealing with long-held hurt from situations in the past that they feel like they can't do anything about because if they went to the person, that person might not even remember it, or it wouldn't be helpful and just exacerbate things. I think number one is really thinking through the gospel, what God has forgiven you of, what you have truly done to the Lord in your sin, what you deserve, and to see how God has treated you, that he has forgiven and he's welcomed you into relationship, that he never said, well, enough's enough and too much is too far and this can't be healed and there's nothing that can be done. That would be number one. And then number two is, again, I believe this culture of building something new. So here's just a quick story about this. A few years ago, I was sitting down with a man who had a hurt that had existed for more than 30 years. More than 30 years. And it had affected the way that he behaved in front of these other people. He had a chip on his shoulder because of it. Nothing would change. He feels like everything that he had seen in the last 30 years just confirmed what had happened 30 years before. And I challenged him to consider, maybe those people don't even remember that happening. And what if you instead, you approached them, you pursued them in kindness and humility and extending friendship and relationship and see what happens. And he did eventually, and he approached me and said, I did exactly what you said to do, and everything's different. And it just took a small act of him extending, of him saying, I'll build a new culture, I'll build a new relationship, that the past was actually wiped away, because in his heart he no longer felt those feelings of bitterness. It just took an action on his part to say, I will build something new.